My name is Ray, and I'm 18 years old.
My name is Alex Kanitz, and I am 19 years old. I think children should generally be kept away from technology before the age of 10.
I'm an art major, so a lot of looking up references and also going into like online design, stuff like that would make me just spend hours on end just looking online or just like editing some stuff.
So technology is integrated in pretty much every aspect of our lives, from school to work to entertainment. I play video games. I watch YouTube for entertainment. I watch the news on my phone. For school, I use Canvas. I use my laptop to write papers.
I think kids should get their first phone at the age of 10. I mean, personally, I got mine when I was 8, but then I was like moving to a new country. But like 10 years old is like the last year in elementary school when you're about to move to middle school. So it's that point where you're about to mature. And I feel like you should have a phone to mature with because that feels like you're starting to actually grow up. I was part of a school that had personal computers, especially when COVID started. They're like, here's your computer. We don't want you touching ours because you're filthy. But no. It does help with like schooling, I would say, because instead of sharing one and having to wait your turn, you have your own, and so you're just focused on your own stuff rather than just relying on someone else's and then having to memorize multiple passwords or multiple like accounts, or even remembering if you used this one before and it has your stuff saved.
Technology is also a distraction to children. There's video games. There's a lot of places on the internet that children should not have access to. And in that way, being exposed to those things at such a young age, it's not good for a child. It wasn't good for me, I don't think, either.
I have a little sister, and she keeps calling me like, "Oh, you're a big bag," and you're like, "You're not Sigma." And I feel like I did not know that when I was, and I wonder what things she would say that wouldn't make me want to cry. But I feel like it's just a part of like childhood, like innocence, I would say.
In my public education experience, I feel like there wasn't enough internet safety training. There was a lot about how do you know if a source is credible or not, and the such. But there wasn't a lot about how do you, search the web safely, how do you use technology appropriately. And I feel like the dangers of, even just like finding computer viruses online, like we're not really taught how to detect such things and avoid those. There are other classes I took, but most of them were post-primary learning. They were at colleges where you learned internet safety. But I feel like at that point you're kind of expected to know those things, and they don't go in depth about that. But there are no places where you do learn. So a lot of times it's up to parents and yourself to learn that, and I feel like that shouldn't be the case. I feel like in our public education system there should be more internet safety and technology safety class.